4 News Now is showing you neighborhoods devastated by both the Gray Fire and the Oregon Road Fire, and lots of people still haven't returned home. Situations like these can affect your children, but there are some ways that you can help them deal with their emotions during these stressful moments. Sydney Charles spoke to a local therapist about how families can deal with these issues.
That's right, Robin. Jalissa Gamboa is a mental health counselor in Spokane. She says life-altering events can change the way kids interact with the world around them. The Gray Fire burning in Medical Lake and Oregon Road Fire burning near Elk have scorched more than 20,000 acres across eastern Washington. Families had to evacuate at a moment's notice, and some came home to find their homes burned to the ground. Gamboa says parents bring their kids to her following traumatic events all the time, and when children experience something that's upsetting, she says they tend to act it out in play.
You might not see them talk about it, or you might not see them ask questions, but through their play, and if you watch them, you'll start to notice, themes and patterns about, having to evacuate, or about the fires, or you might just kind of hear them talking about things in ways that you don't typically hear them say.
She also says parents might notice their children having difficulty sleeping or concentrating at school. Gamboa says during time periods when the environment is changing so much around them, sticking to a routine is essential for a child's mental health.
When things like this happen, everything just kind of falls to the wayside, right? You're misplaced, you're maybe staying with family, or you're staying in a hotel, and the things they don't feel right. And so if you can maintain some sense of normalcy through routine with your children, it's going to be wonderful.
She also has other tips for parents going through these tough times. She says lean into your child's interest as a way to help them cope, and use local resources within the community like public libraries or a nearby park to help them use their imagination to deal with stress. Of course, some of those options may not be available to you if you're displaced due to a wildfire, but Gamboa says the important thing to remember here is trauma looks different for every child, and helping them find whatever creative outlet that piques their interest is one of the best ways to help them cope during a difficult situation. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.